Ringing up Graeme Kenna, City Solicitor.
This is the voicemail of Graeme Kenna from the Legal Department for Adult Services in Bradford Council. Please leave a message and I will get back to you.
After you've finished your message, just hang up. Or to hear more options, please press 1.
Yes, hello Mr. Kenna, it's Mr. Hussain here, once again leaving yourself another daily message like a broken record. Today is Monday, the 9th of September 2024, and as you know, I've been leaving your message like a broken record since the start of October 2023, following your unlawful and illegal abduction from my brother from my private care home at 20 Primary Way, which was operating, where I was operating and charging you £1 million a week, and because you couldn't afford to pay me, you then chose to kidnap my brother, destroy and decimate the care home, sabotage everything, and destabilize the family so you can then forcibly push him into a care home, whilst at the same time looking to railroad through your court case, which you had commissioned through the Housing Association and then subsequently through the courts and tribunal services and the judges that you have got to prostitute out their services for your benefit. Oh, it's so clear, Mr. Kenna, how you Bradford Council operate. You are committing acts of villainy and tyranny against the people that you're serving, the ratepayers. So you're just like a mafia cartel going around to everybody, threatening and intimidating them with council tax. Pay up or else. You pay up or else. And then once you've got that money, you then choose to take that money and buy off the judges and the judiciary and the courts to cover up your own systemic failures. You the local authority, Bradford Council, are incompetent morons and maliciously evil, retarded individuals that are targeting my brother, and no doubt I'm going to murder him off. You have so far murdered off my father in 2009, murdered off my older brother in 2014 and tried to frame me for his death. You've then falsely sent me to prison under fraud charges against my own family members, when the reality is that it was you, the local authority, that was neglecting and abusing and exploiting my vulnerable family members, and then you twist it all around and blame me for it so that I get criminalized as a Muslim Pakistani living in Bradford. Oh yes, they're all the same, aren't they? We're all the same, are we? When the reality is these are your systemic failures that I was looking to highlight, and then you subsequently proceeded to kidnap my mother and torture and murder her by January 2022, and now by August 2024. You've kidnapped my older brother, my younger brother Talib, who you are now torturing by detaining him unlawfully in your custody, while you sit around, plotting, planning, and conspiring to set and stage events to further destabilize and antagonize me. I'm leaving your daily messages. You know I'm leaving your daily messages. You know the fact that I'm recording them. You know the fact that I'm publicizing them. So what's the problem? If I'm doing something wrong, you tell me, what am I doing wrong? Am I violating your privacy, Mr. Kenna? Am I violating the council employees' privacy by recording you in your evil, villainous, evil actions? Is that the case, is it? The reality is that you are committing crimes under the umbrella term of acting in the best interest and under the authority of the local authority. You are committing ultra-vires acts of tyranny and from behind the corporate veil, and then saying, no, we are just acting in accordance with the laws that we're there to protect and safeguard. It's all we are all acting in the name of justice and truth. What do you know about justice and truth? Your pirateering, plundering ways. This is who you are. This is your nature. With myself, you can't go around giving the propagandized rubbish that you are egalitarian and benevolent and just and upright. You are not. And obviously the mask has been taken off. Why is it the fact that you've now had my brother for 399 days unlawfully detained. What are his human rights? What is his right to privacy? I can't even speak to him on the telephone because the last time you let me speak to my brother on the telephone, he was telling me that you're torturing him. I've raised those as complaints to the police, but the police work for you, the councils work, the courts work for you, but most importantly, all the judges and the justices in the high courts are all prostituting out their services to you. The whole Ministry of Justice, the whole institution of justice, you, Bradford Council, have perverted to such a degree that it has no iota of justice or truth to it. It's all lies and deceptions, all in order to torture and victimize and break down families so you can kidnap the children and so that you can make money out of their misery. And this is what this whole situation is about. You, the local authority, Bradford Council, believe that you're so clever that you have now made commoditized misery and torture, and so you're looking to profiteer from misery and torture and inhumane and degrading treatments. And the biggest irony and the biggest insult is that you're using public money to do it all. You're using the ratepayer, hard-working people's money, taxpayer money up and down the country that work hard every day to pay their taxes. You're utilizing that money in order to torture and victimize and make profit and gain for yourself. These are all just false economies that you believe that you're winning. What are you winning in exactly? Torturing and murdering people. You are no different than the thugs and criminals that you purport to be protecting the public from. You are the biggest criminals and thugs ever. You're denying me access to see my brother. Why? What's the problem? Have you got anything of violence against me? Have I been violent against anybody? Have I been aggressive against anybody? I'm just telling you that I'm just speaking truth to power, and you can't take it. And now you're looking to exasperate me by a year long refusing to engage with me, whilst at the same time looking to make me financially destitute, whilst looking to psychologically torture me, whilst looking to spiritually have me undermined. You can't do anything to me, Bradford Council. What you're going to do? You're going to throw me into prison, are you? Well, the prisons are all full up because of what you've been doing. They're having to release tomorrow. 2,000 prisoners are going to have to be released. So you can make space to put more people in prison. I can assure you, you don't have enough places. If the people wanted to stand up against you, you don't have enough prison spaces, and that's all you can do as a local authority. Oh, Mr. Hussain, you better shut up, and you better be quiet, and you better stop talking, or otherwise we'll terrorize you and we'll throw you into prison. You've done that already, haven't you? I'm not fearful of you anymore. You know, I'm going to speak out my truth because not speaking out my truth is to take a path in your way, which is cowardice, deceitful, and contemptuous. I'm not like you. You can see this. For over 2.5 decades, you've been targeting, you know who I am, and you've been targeting me and my family. And here we are, several decades later. Have I changed? Have I altered my path? I am a principle-centered individual. Your principles, the only principles you talk about is self-interest, greed, plundering, and profiteering. And like you and all the other councils, you're on the verge of bankruptcy. You've been on
You're approaching the maximum allowed time for recording a message. If you wish to record further, please choose the append option from the menu. If you've finished recording, just hang up. If you don't carry on recording or hang up, your message will be deleted. To listen to your message, press please record the rest of your message after the tone. When you've finished recording, press the hash key.
As I was saying, you and like other councils up and down the country on the verge of bankruptcy. That's financial bankruptcy. Clearly, you're already all morally bankrupt. I don't care about or know about other councils, but I do know about you, Bradford Council, and the fact that you have been morally bankrupted many years ago. Hence why you got these mass graves, haven't you? No doubt, Oldham Council is no different to yourself, and we've recently discovered so many people, 300 children being put in mass graves. These are morally corrupt issues that you, the state, have been doing, and you're soon going to be financially bankrupt because all the money that you've been collecting has all been squaddled away, hasn't it? I want to see my brother. It's my brother's birthday coming up on the 15th of September. All right, it's also Eid al-Milad, a religious festival. There is no legal justification.
Sorry, but you've reached the maximum time available for recording your message. To listen to your message, press 1. To re-record, message sent. Goodbye.
Yeah, so this is the degrading and humiliating treatment that they've got me facing. Having to ring up every day, leave a message, and they're just simply refusing to engage with me because they know they've done wrong. If they have done right, they can stand and talk to me and justify their actions, but they can't justify their actions, and that's why they've acted with criminal intent. I'm asking for some basic questions that they can't answer. So what they must do, like all thugs and degenerates, is act with abuse of power and authority and control and dominance to scare me. And I'm not scared of them. They can do whatever they like. They've started murdering people now because they can't balance their books and have financial issues.